What's up, prospectors? Big Daddy, that's me. This guy right here in the shed. The shed. And you know what's going on. It's time for a little BSing in the shed. And I don't know if you guys saw my Instagram. I got some Dream Matte wallpaper going on now. Decided to put everything up on the wall. Everything that I could anyway. Some things are attached to their sluices. But we got the Dream Matte Wall of Fame up there. Got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's the Wall of Dreams. Is what we're calling that. All right. What's going on, everybody? Hope the week's treating you well so far. Everybody who's here with Chris, Jason, one and only, Mana, Otherworldly, Chris Dub. I already said Chris. Michael Klinman, Matthew. What is going on? Hi, everyone. I am. I'm on my way. See, today I didn't have a lot of time between here and now. I had to go into the office today, and that kind of sucked. But not that it was a bad day. It's just after getting out of there, it's a rush to get home and get everything set up. And, you know, then I already have bad enough time getting things going when I'm here, let alone when I have to go in. That's always fun. But, so that was today. Had to go to the office. The nice thing is I don't have to go to the office tomorrow. So, kind of a day off. Not really. I still gotta work. Got a couple things in the mail today. Got my case of lighters. If you ever wonder how many of these things I buy at once, I buy a 20 pack. These are little torches that go in with the toolbox sluices. The normal ones sold out, so I had to pay a little bit extra this time. Eagle torches. If ever one of these blows up on you, sue these guys, not me. But, yeah, big old Paco torchy lighters. So those, now I can start making toolboxes again, because now I have lighters once again. Put those right there, throw this in the garbage. It's a lot of fire. And you know we love the fire up in here. But that's not all I got. I got a little story for you guys on this one. So a few months back, I was looking to replace my camera. Not my main camera, not my big camera, but the one that I take out to the river with me. Because my little GoPro, my GoPro session, I have two GoPros. I got a GoPro session and a Hero 4. The session wasn't working right. It would just die. That's what screwed up my Cape Disappointment video last time I went out. I got out there and the thing wouldn't turn on even though I had charged it all night. And so at that point, I was pissed. You know, I not really wasted, but I spent a whole trip, didn't get shit for video. So in that regard, it did waste that trip. But I started looking for a new camera. And I'm cheap. So I like to do things as cheap as I possibly can. So I picked up this little camera called an Asako Brave 7. Real quick, I'll answer your question, William. Yes, all my toolboxes that are ready to go have been sold. However, now that I have torches again, I'm pretty much ready to sell again. I got one that's 90% of the way done. Just need to throw a torch in it, and I'll be updating the website here probably tomorrow or tonight to make one quantity available. Then I'll throw together the second one, and I'll have toolboxes available again. I'm trying to get a bunch of them prepped up and just have them. You know, if I can get like 5 of them ready to go, I think I'll be doing all right. Anyways, back to story time. So I got this thing, an Asako Brave 7. I wasn't overly impressed by it. I thought to myself, I was like, you know, seems kind of cheap. I don't feel like I'm getting a great quality here. The camera quality was just, I wasn't impressed. It felt like pretty much the same thing as my GoPro that I already had could put out. So I wound up sending it back. Wrote a review on it on Amazon, and I thought that was it. Well, the company reached out to me, and they're like, "Hey, we saw your review of our product, and what's up? How can we make it better? What did we do? What went on?" And so I gave her my honest feedback. I was like, "This is wrong with it. This is wrong with it. This is wrong with it. Blah blah blah. Pretty much all the shit I just told you." And so she says to me, she's like, "Well, how about we send you another one?" I was like, "Okay." I already returned the first one, and I told her that. But she's like, "We'll send another one out to you. You can check it out and let us know." So they sent me another one. I already spent the money. That's where my microphones came from because I got tired of dicking with cameras because I figured, screw it. And so I wound up just buying a battery for my Hero, my GoPro. It's working. It's kind of beat up, but it's in its case and it's a silent camera anyway, so it was not a big deal. But yeah, so now I got a free camera. It's Brave 7. I don't think they want it back for me anytime. But so yeah, there'll be a review on this coming out, an official one, because I feel kind of obligated at this point to put a review out on it. And we'll see how it does. We'll see if it feels a little better than it did last time. I'm sure it will because free is always better. You know, when you get something for free, that's a good feeling, and you can't really down on it because hey, you didn't pay shit for it. I did invest in a better sound device. I have a Rode uh, wireless. In here, I have a Jabara conference mic. Um, so I can't really upgrade my audio any more than I have. I don't know. Can you hear me? All right. Maybe. Let me see if that thing's even active because it should be. Echo. Yeah, it's on. WM420. Yeah, or GA420. Yeah. All of those cameras are the same fucking camera. They're just different labels slapped on them, and that was my biggest peeve. I have a piece of shit 4K camera that I got my kid years back. It was like a $80 action camera, and it was garbage. I mean, it was good for a little kid, but like for actually using it, there was no way in hell. And that was my biggest gripe. Is this felt just like that? It felt like that cheap piece of crap that I got years ago, just kind of repackaged a little bit, and I just wasn't impressed. And so that's why I wound up sending it back. You know, if I'm going to spend that kind of money on something, I want it to be at least halfway decent. And I didn't really feel like I was there. I felt like my GoPro was still doing just as well. Yeah, I don't know if this one has image stabilization. There's a splash proof remote somewhere in here. Dual screens, but only one screen can be used at any given time. 4K at 30 FPS, which is kind of low for a modern action camera. But like I say, this time through, it was free. So that'll probably open up. That'll open up how I feel about it a little bit better. I won't be so critical of it. Because I think my biggest problem last time is I was comparing it to a GoPro. And let's be honest here, a GoPro is a $300 to $500 camera, and this thing was like 150. So it's not really fair to compare the two so directly. Um, and so yeah, that's what that was. But like I say, now I can go into it with an open mind and a no predisposed dicking. So yeah, yeah, we'll see. So you guys will see a video on that at some point. Um, but yeah, GoPro. I did pick up a GoPro 9 Black, I think it was, or 10 Black. I don't know, whatever the almost new generation of that was. And those things are pieces of shit. Like, It was crazy. You bid $1 for the camera. Yeah, no, that's the thing with the GoPros. They are super overhyped. I think they're trying to get them to do too much for that little itty bitty camera, and it just overworks the processor. Because yeah, they get hot. Um, and my biggest issue with it is that they're not waterproof. Not like my Session was. My Session, I'll dunk that thing under the water and not have any concerns about doing that. You guys have seen video of it underwater. Um, and it's just kind of it didn't really hit the, I mean, that one was good. Sorry, I got sidetracked because I was reading. But yeah, maybe a little sucky enough to send you a free one. Um, but it did all right. But the new ones, they have a little trap door, and to open up the basically to charge it, you got to open up the door. Now you've broken the waterproof seal. So they do make aftermarket doors for them that you can close it and then you just open up the USB part. But those aren't waterproof. So what happened is I was using it one day, the very first time. So I bought two of them. Well, I didn't buy two. I got one. It fell from maybe an inch, and the front screen shattered. And it didn't even fall on the screen. It fell on the edge. And I thought to myself, for an action camera, you'd think it would take more than one minuscule spill before the screen shatters. It did not. So I sent that one back. They sent me another one. That one wasn't waterproof, and the first time it even dipped near the water, it shorted out internally and it was dead. So I was like, you know what? GoPro, you can have this shit back. I'm not playing this game. I'm not going to spend $300 on something that's just going to die the first time I take it out. I'll just keep using my old GoPro that has a waterproof case for it, so I know it's not going to get wet. So that's why I'm still using the old GoPro. Like I said, I got the Brave now, and we'll see how it turns out. Hopefully it turns out good. And if anything, I'll just take it for my outdoors camera when I'm out at the river, so I can take something out there that I don't worry about, ruining and then being out $300 because it was free. Unless they message me at some point and ask for it back, I got a new camera, and we'll deal with it. Hopefully it works well enough. But yeah, that's all I got for my mail call today. I'd like to have more stuff for mail call. I did get some pay dirt in. That's not really a mail call thing because I paid for it. I guess the lighters weren't a mail call either because I paid for those, but it burns up a few minutes of my stream here, so we'll talk about it. One cool thing that's on its way out to me, I caught this dude on the Facebook who was posting up about some ore that he has, some silver and gold ore, and he's offering bags of that. So I picked up one. And we're gonna get that in here soon. I don't know if I'm really gonna do a review on him necessarily, but we'll do a video where I'll crush up some more and we'll go through it and see what we got. It'll be fun. OnlyPans. What's up, OnlyPans? Keep your pants on. Keep your nuggets in your pants. But yeah, that's been the week. Um, let's see. This last weekend, I posted out my Cape D video, and the reason I had to do the Cape D video is because my audio fucked up on my video that I was making, and it was all blown out. So I had to re-record my review video, and that took too long for me to get it posted up by my due time. So that's why you guys got the Cape D video this weekend. But I re-recorded my intro, so I'm going to be able to put out the other video, which is the White Horse from Gold Nugget Sales. So that'll be this weekend. native silver specimens. Not really. Um, I'm sure there is some out there that have native silver, but silver in itself is a really low cost metal I mean, comparatively to gold. So you don't see a lot of people stocking silver for sale like that. The cube box had problems? What problems did I have on the cube box? Which cube box am I talking about? The hell are we talking about? Yeah, the only person I know who sells silver is Vendetta, and his is crystalline, so it's not natural. Um, I have seen silver ore specimens on eBay, but it's eBay, so who knows, right? The battery pump's too high. What do you mean, the flow? What didn't get caught, let me just throw it out there. What did not get captured on the video was all the problems that we ran into that day. First, the box didn't work. The pump wasn't pumping high enough. Eventually, I ripped all the electronics between the speed controller and I just plugged the pump directly onto the battery, um, which worked great. I had full flow, but yeah, I had no speed control, no tuning to it. I haven't gotten around to rebuilding the box. Eventually, yes, I will. Um, but I don't plan on going back out to the beach anytime soon. So I just haven't been in a hurry to rebuild the speed controller portion of my battery box. I definitely will rewire and redo all that stuff before the next time I go out because I am not about to have this bullshit again. Um, for the record, those little solder slip wire cover things they sell are fucking garbage. Don't even bother buying them. Get a real damn soldering iron and do it right. I made that mistake and I trusted that one. You solder with a lighter, and it seemed like it worked. It seemed pretty all right, but yeah, it wasn't. It was very much not so because it failed right when I needed it to work, and it was like the first time I took it out, so it's not like it's gotten worn down. That's not true. I've taken it out a couple of times, but either way, it's not like I've worn it down by any means. But yeah, I need to redo my whole my portable power setup. You go and you think you got it dialed in, and then it all goes to shit. Kind of what you wind up running into. Looks like we got a few more people in now. Let's see who I've missed. Wheezing Geezer, Captain Craig, Psychopath Mangy, Joey Brown, Fern, what's going on? William Moody, Bacchus, OnlyPan, Captain Craig, A3 Sky Warrior. Who else is in the house? Donna Corin, what is up, Donna? How are you? Bierman's, what's going down? If you guys are ever in down his way, Southern Washington, stop by Bierman's shop. He's got a prospecting shop down there, Kelso. I believe you're in Kelso. Go check him out. Check out his goodies. Do a little pan in there while you're there. Who else else we got in the house? Reese, what's going on? Welcome to the show. That's right, Kelso, Washington. So stop by Bierman's, check out his goods, buy something, because, you know, it's a store, so you should buy stuff when you go to a store. Alan, what's going on? You should be seeing your toolbox in the next day or two, from what the tracking was saying. Hopefully it gets there all in one piece. Thank you, Chris. Got a link to Bierman's site right there. Go check it out. But yeah. What else do we got going on? Told you about the toolbox sluices. Trying to order some parts from Dave. I need to get some more micro sluices. Because I plan on building some more toolboxes. I'm down to like maybe four micros, and they're all off color except for one. I got one more red and black. Oh shit, I'm down to 3. So the next 3 sluices, one of them's going to be blue and 2 are going to be green. So yeah, I need to hurry up and get some more micro sluices because I'm just down to these 3. Which is no good. If I run out, I won't have any more. But we'll add these over here to the wall of dreams. Make dominoes with dream mats. There you go. All right. What else we got going on? Let's see. This last weekend, you know, some of you guys probably made it out to the miners rally out here. I did not. Had things to do. A whole bunch of anime that I needed to watch and catch up on shows that I've already seen. If you did make it out there, hopefully you had a good time and nothing of interest happened. Got to hang with GS and Chris. That's cool, man. I wanted to go, but I was half and half. I wanted to go, and then half of me just didn't give a shit. But I want to hang with the community, at least the ones of you guys that I do know. If you're an asshole, or you have issues with people of different races and shit, then I probably don't want to hang out with you, even if you are in the community. But if you're a cool person, I absolutely want to hang out. I want to kick it, get to know, build our own community of good people. And I don't mind meeting up with you guys at events and stuff. Hang out. I was gonna say smoke a joint, but probably get in trouble for doing that. So probably won't do that. We'll talk about. We'll drink Red Bulls together because I like Red Bulls too. If you don't drink Red Bull, you can have a coffee. I'm not gonna judge you much. What's going on, Eric? Welcome back again. Red Bull and weed, man. Well, nah. Yeah, I try not to smoke when I go to like events. At least not beforehand, maybe when I get home. Just cuz, you know, I want to be out there and I want to engage, and if I get stoned, I might just sit there and giggle to myself for a half hour, and then I just look like an idiot sitting over on the wall giggling at everybody, recording it, and then that's a weird video, you know. I think it would be a really weird video for that. Or maybe it'd be a badass video and it'd get a million views. Be like, look at this guy have a fucking breakdown at the middle of the gold miners show. This guy is stoned. But then it would probably be somebody else's video about me, so. See, I thought more people were gonna come out to Cape D. I thought we were gonna have a party, man. I thought we were gonna get down and bullshit and smoke some joints and drink some. I brought some margarita, man. And I don't usually drink, but when I drink, I margarita. Bought a big old jug of that. So now it's in my fridge, and I've just every day I go buy it, take a swig, put it back. But I was planning on drinking it there with you guys. But maybe next time we'll have to plan something else out. Get y'all out to a spot. See, if it's a camp out, then we can all smoke and drink and hang out and relax. But if it's like a day trip, I don't condone drinking and driving, absolutely not. And I'm very skeptical about smoking and driving. So if we're gonna really get down, gotta have like an overnighter. And then we can all just chill, smoke, bullshit. And then when I'm tired of talking to people, I'll go and pass out in the back of my truck. T-Rep. When am I coming to Cali? I don't know. I really want to schedule out a full on tour. I want to take a tour. I want to meet up with people. But people got to have somewhere to take me, right? Because these are your spots. So you got to take me to a good spot where we're gonna get some gold. And nobody wants to give up their spots, and I don't blame them, man. Like I'm coming out there with a camera, so we're gonna see some stuff. Maybe I don't keep the camera on as I'm walking the path from the car. Obviously that's a dick move. But people get kind of sketchy about people with cameras on their spots, especially when they know that you know 20, 30 people are going to watch my video and then they'll know where it's at. But I try to avoid videoing landmarks and stuff anyway. But I'd like to go on a tour. And maybe I wound up just doing a tour to like the gold camps. Because there's like 4 of them in the Continental. Um, and then there's a couple up in Alaska. So I would really like to do that. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sure there's more gold in this dirt. You took back like a 5 gallon and then some. I'm not surprised you found some. I haven't had a chance to go through any of the stuff I got, but I'm confident we were on a good layer, I think. If we had more time or got down there quicker, I think we would have had a better haul. Yeah, no, I'm probably not going to New England. I never heard of anybody finding gold. See, the way my mind works is everybody said fuck it and they went west. As soon as they heard California has gold, they're like, fuck this shit here. I'm going to Cali. I'm going to the West Coast for the gold there because the gold is. So in my mind, if everybody left back there, the gold couldn't have been that great. you know. At least not on the topical layers where I'm going to be digging. I guarantee and I'm sure if you dip in an excavator into the side of a hill, you'll probably find a little something. But I'm not trying to put no excavator on a plane and fly that shit out anywhere. So Again, my travels will be very dependent on what's available there. I do want to go back down to Roaring Camp. I did have a good time there. Um, if I had to do it again, I think I would not bother bringing nearly as much stuff with me. Um, at the end of the day, there was no point to me bringing my own sluice. If anything, well, because yeah, I really didn't get anything, much of anything, just a couple flakes here and there. Everything I got at Roaring Camp was off the pile that they gave me or that I bought. You know, if I just wanted to get gold, I could have saved a lot of money and just ordered a bucket of gold with an ounce of gold in it, or half ounce of gold probably. But, yeah, that's the other thing is everything east has fucking weird laws about who owns the land. Out here, I can just be an indignant prick and say I own all the goddamn land. But on the East Coast, it's harder to make those kinds of claims. But out here, I'll just be like, hey, fuck you, I'm native. I don't want to hear your shit. Tell me about your fucking land. I'll show you how. No, I'm joking. I only dig where I'm legally allowed to dig. I don't claim jump or anything like that. I'm just talking shit. Oh yeah, it's a real legit gold mine. They dig and they have a full on process production and everything going on there. Uh, but like for a gram of gold, realistically, you got to run a fair amount of dirt. So they run their dirt, condense it down. They may toss that gold back in the piles to make sure everybody gets something, or not. I don't know. I didn't see how they got the piles. If they dug it straight from the earth, sifted through the grizzlies. But that's my understanding is that's what they do. They got us, and they have it all set up right there where you're panning or you're running their sluice. Because they got their pit that the scooper tractor goes in, scoops it up, hauls it over to the grizzly bars, drops it through there. Then they pick that up, back up, and then they go over to the trommel. And it goes down their sluice run, and then they got their gold out of there. And I'm pretty sure they take it from the same spot, grizzly it, and then that's your pile. So you get one big scoop. Is it worth the price? No. No. Yes. No. Maybe. That depends on you. It depends on what you're looking for. It is an awesome camp. I love all the people there. Thank you very much, Adana. Much appreciate you. All the people there are freaking awesome, right? Great people. It's a nice place to be. It's a campsite. Um, if you're going for the full, true experience of being there, you got to stay like a week. So you got to get that package. Um, and you can get a cabin. They have cabins there, so you can rent a cabin. There's one cabin that has air conditioning and electricity, but it's way the hell off away from the camp. That's the one that I went to, and you can just sit in the cabin because it gets fucking hot there. It was like 110 there in the middle of the day when we were there, so we would just stay inside with the AC running. The AC was basically running the entire time we were there. From the day we got there, we're like, "Oh, AC, turn that shit on." Till we left. It's like, all right, power it down now. But none of the other cabins get that. But the other cabins have all the shade of the trees that are over there. Um, Now, when you stay there for 4 days or more, and thank you, Craig, for the reminder that we're halfway through it. That reminds me I gotta go fire up the sluice here in a minute. But if you stay there for 4 or more days, then you can buy a pile of dirt. Normally, that pile of dirt could run more, but you get basically like a yard of dirt, and it's like $300. Don't quote me. Go to look at their website for their prices. Um, and you go through that on their equipment over the course of your stay. So it's like 4 days you have to go through this pile of dirt. So you got to bust it out quick, like, or you spend time. And you can do that with the family. So it can be a family trip. And now that $700 is spread amongst that you're on a family trip, the experience there, all of that stuff. It's a good time, you know? So in those regards, yes, it is absolutely worth it. If your goal is just to get gold, maybe not. If you're just going to be like antisocial, stick to your own and not go down to the thing for the events, not give a crap about all of that, and you're just digging out there at places, I don't know. I don't know if I would say it's worth it because I didn't bring home, you know, when you think of my trip anyways, when you look at the airfare, the car rental, staying there, buying the dirt, all of our food and expenses and everything associated with me and my son flying from Washington to California and then getting out to the middle of nowhere to this camp. Dollar for dollar, no. Like I say, I would have been better off just buying a bucket or buying some gold and being done with it. But you know, the experience. The experience is worth what it's worth to you. That's all I can really say there. I can't tell you if it's worth it. It may not be to you. But I had a really good time. You've seen the videos on it that I made. I had a good time there. And again, the people there are awesome. What you can also do is if you're not far away from there, if it's just like a short drive for you, 45 minutes, an hour drive. Was that last year's or this year's? Because last year, my son was extremely bored. Not last year, the year before. The first time I went, he hurt himself the first day we were there. We were there for less than 2 hours, and he twisted both of his ankles. So he was out of it to begin with. That whole trip was a bust. The downside of that trip is we didn't stay at the camp. We stayed at a camp outside the camp, so we had to go over there and ride down the truck every day for their day tour. And the day tour is pretty cool. They take you down there. They let you hit one of their piles of dirt that's set aside for panning, and you can just go through that all day for a few hours, find some gold, and then you're out of there. You know, they put you on the gold, and it's easy. You know, you can't touch that pile if you stay there for a week. You got to actually go and either buy a pile of your own or you go and prospect out on the river there. And they got a lot of river there that you can prospect naturally. You can just walk down the river, find a spot, and start digging. So it's a good base. It's a good base to start from. And they also have some good activities there that you can enjoy. But yeah, William, that's why it was kind of a bummer, downer kind of trip. This last trip, and I think I have video of that one as well, that was much better. We had a much better time. He was there with me every day. We were running the dirt. He was helping me classify and processing and everything, keeping all of our dirt in a good pile. So we had a much better time when he wasn't injured. But all right, it's 5:39. I've been blah, blah, blahing for a while now. Let's switch over because I know you guys want to do some sluicing. That's why I'm here. That's why you guys are here. I don't think you guys are just here to hear me ramble on about shit you've heard me say over and over. Excuse me. WPMA, Grand Bedrock, North Central. Yeah, you gotta send me some of these clubs that you know of there, T-Rep. I want to join as many clubs as I can because I want to get to some other claims. That's part of it too. I got to get off my ass and actually drive there. Well, let's drive over here to the sluice. Oh, Wall of Dreams. Move ourselves down a little bit. Of course. Yeah, I think it's time to get a new camera there. It seems like every week that thing wants to wig out. All right. So as always, we got some of my river pay dirt that I like to save whenever I go out on my trips. Save a little and then we go through it. So let's fire this thing up. Yeah, Roaring Camp is awesome. You should definitely go check it out if you're ever on a journey. It's definitely worth it. Like I said, you got to stay a few days to really get the full experience of it. But that 1 day trip is still a really good time. And if you go on multiple days, they'll, when you get there, you don't have to follow them around for the entire walking tour. If you've already been through it, you can just go straight to the pile and dig. But yeah, I really want to go on a tour myself. Just go to the different gold camps around America. Just got to sell more toolbox sluices. But then to do that, I also have to make more of them. I'm going to be running out of pumps here soon, so I'm going to have to order some more of those from the manufacturer. Maybe. Maybe. Um, that's my other problem is I have a really shitty time planning things, like especially big events. I'll think about it and think what a great idea that is, and then I'll just never get around to actually planning it and plotting it out. And then like this summer, every summer, oh yeah, I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna go do that, blah 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 blah. The next thing you know, it's August, and sitting here thinking, where the hell did the time go? But yeah, I definitely want to get out. That's what I need to do is spend some time, figure out when all the different events for next year are going to be, and then yeah, just plan them out or buy some tickets, plane ticket or tickets, depending if my kid's going to go with me. Or I doubt the wife would go with me. She's not into digging. She don't even like camping unless it's like in a cabin or an RV with a bathroom and a shower. I don't blame her. A shower in the middle of a camping trip is like the best thing ever. When you're just feeling greasy because you've been sweating and digging for the last 2 days, having a shower makes all the difference. You get that shower and you're just like, yeah, I can go another few days. A Kratos magnet. So the magnet the magnet heads that I use are supposed to be 70-pound magnets. So that's why I have to have the strong spring on there. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to separate them from the things. Ooh, no, I'm a creature of comfort, my man. I gotta have that lukewarm water. I ain't down for the freeze. Alright, folks, if you haven't already done so, make sure to leave a comment on the comment video. The gold that you may or may not see here in the sluice is up for grabs once again every week. You know how we do it, some sloppy seconds. I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to find out what we found. And then I'm going to throw it in some dirt for somebody. Put together something fun. I got some Cape D sands out here, so I think we're going to throw it in that. And then I'm going to double it down and make it a hell of a bag. A hellish bag. And throw some garnet sands in there as well. You know, if you guys are into that kind of thing. Some people don't like garnet sands. It's too difficult. Makes them feel, you know, hurts fillings and shit. I don't want to hurt fillings. It's not my way. I want everybody to be happy. Except for assholes. Assholes can go fuck themselves. All right. You're not gold. You're Yoda. Use the force. Ah, floater. Where's my frog piss? There we go. Soften that water up. No more floaters. Daddy like that. Black sands be gone. Here, get the fuck out of here. There you go. There's your gold, baby. Little something, something. All right. You got that? Where you at? Got that in there. Find my cup. Where is my cup? It's always a game of finding things here. You would think. There it is. You would think I'd have shit more together. And that was the plan when I got the shed. Everything was supposed to have its place. But now, the place for everything is everywhere. Is that gold? I don't know. It might be gold. I'll throw that in there too. Whoop. Damn it. Got too bubbly. just in case anything's floating. Nice. Anyways, back to the question somebody had asked earlier. Auction tonight? Yeah, sure. Shit, why not? And while I'm drying this out, how about we run the auction? That way we can kill two birds with one stone, because it is already $5.50. So, the unicorn poop. This one is the original bag, done special. There's actually gold in this one, along with the silver that I put in there. Unicorn poop. Also, there's, oh yeah, Mas Oro Plus 5LV. I have no idea what any of this stuff that I put on there means, but that I marked it means it's special. So, the original bag started off at 25. Those ones didn't have any gold in them. This one has a little gold in it, because it was a special one. I think I covered that. So, we're going to start that one at 25. And I really hope I didn't put a gram of gold in there. I don't think I would do that. I think maybe there's like a quarter gram. Well, actually, I think it kind of says. Oro plus silver. So there's gold and silver in there. I have no idea how much of either. But you're probably not going to open it anyway. So, get that started at 25. All right, we're already in at 30 T-Rep Adventures. $30 is our current high bid. If I go silent for a minute, it's because I'm focusing on not burning the shed down while I warm this gold. Here, you guys can watch what I'm doing too. I should like this so I'm not breathing in butane. All right, fire. Where are we at? 35, 36, Eric Carter. And if you guys don't mind, please keep those bids to whole numbers. 37, Chris W. 40, Fern. Eric, Fern, 40 is the high bid. $42, Eric Carter. Oh, sorry, Chris W. at 42. That one came across first. All right, let's let that cool down. Chris W. is the high bid at 42. Too many unopened bags. I know, right? I wish I had that problem. I gotta catch up my purchasing. I'm getting low on dirt. That's not good. Where are we at? 42? 42, Chris W. Chris W. at 42. Let me find my timer. We'll start that countdown from the 1 minute. 42 is the current bid. Chris W. And we are counting down from a minute. These are cool bags. I had a lot of fun putting these ones together. You got to keep in mind on this bag that it was really about all the gems and the little gifty things. It was like $10 worth of little gifty things in there. The gold, fuck, I don't even know, dude. Maybe a tenth to a quarter. So it's not a huge amount. It's not like there's a gram of gold in here or anything like that. The gold was an add-on to make this cheaper bag a little bit more special. Again, it was for a certain somebody, and I was just kind of throwing a little something extra in it. But then they dropped off the face of the earth. So it never happened. All right. Chris W. currently at $42. 1 minute is up. So we are going once, going twice. Here, let me dismiss that because it's annoying as hell. Going 3 times, Chris W. $42. You just won yourself the last bag of the original unicorn poop. Especial. So congratulations, Chris. I'll talk to you later about getting that over. Shipping, of course, will be part in on top of that. But right on, congratulations. black sands. Dude, actually, and you might have saw it in this last weekend's video, we were using the toolbox sluices to go through our Cape D cons. And that is fucking pure black sand. And it actually knocked it out really, really well. I was extremely surprised, to be completely frank with you, because I always tell people the one thing that the sluice doesn't do is Cape D. Because I'm realistic. Cape D is a monster. You know, it's a monster place to get dirt from. And it's just really, really dense. So it's hard to pan it. You're wasting your time if you're trying to pan the stuff out. And usually sluices get clogged up with that black sand really, really fast. But magic happened, and the toolbox sluice busted through those cons and got that shit. Yeah, next time we'll run 2 cubes, maximize the time we have. You know, that way we're not waiting for one sluice to go through a bucket. We can go through it on a couple, because you fill up buckets so fast out there. You know, it's like the filling of the bucket takes like 10 seconds, and then you're just waiting because the sluice has to go through it, and it doesn't go nearly as fast as digging. Yeah, and just bring a shitload of cons back. That'd be the way to go, and then set them back up and slow them down. I agree. I agree 100%. Next time we'll plot that out. But all right, let's go over to the bench cam. Get that little cup of gold. Cup of that shine. Hello. All right, let's do this. Let's see what we got. Wow, really? 0.074. Something got through there. But I tell you what, I'm feeling rambunctious today. And I want somebody to get nice chunker. Nice chunky picker right there. I'll throw that in there too. So today's take is going to be 0.239 grams of gold with that extra little picker that I just threw in there. Why? I don't know, man. I'm stoned. Just let me do what I'm going to do. But what you got to do, here, let me switch over so I'm all ecstatic over here. Well, what you've got to do is click that link on top of my chat. Make sure you leave a comment there. Make it witty, because I am going to read that shit. And you can potentially win that little pile of gold in a bag of my sloppy seconds. Now, like I was warning, tonight's sloppy seconds is going to be brutal. Going to be brutal. So whoever wins is really going to earn that little picker. You're really going to have to earn that motherfucker tonight. Where's a good bag? I don't know. That's a lot of dirt to go through. I think we'll use one of the shinies. Let's fill this bitch up. So, sloppy seconds. What's today's date? The 28th? Daddy. Sloppy seconds. Boom. Little bag. Just give it to Weezin. Pure black sands, dust, and gold foil. I know, right? Throw some fucking gold foil in there. Dick. All right. So like I said, tonight is not going to be an easy pater. You're going to earn it. You heard that big clunk clunk? And I'll tell you what it is. That right there is some Benson Beach. So, take a scoop of that. You can have that little reed. And Y'all be happy I don't have the strong magnet in here. We're going to bring some magnetics back to it. Here, you guys are looking at my face and it's making me nervous. All right. Handy dandy cupful measure. Some garnet toe sands. I don't know if you could tell. Boom. Garnet sands. Some mini garnets. And gold. Now I'm going to start off by saying I'm sorry for what I've just created. Whoever wins this has my deepest sympathies. I wish you the best of luck in all of your life endeavors. Because if you pan through this, you can pan anything. Good Lord. I am sadistic. This is horrible. What am I doing? This is so wrong. But it feels so right. Try to mix it up so it's not like layers. God, did I just put that much in there? Man, I'm so mean. All right. I'm enjoying this too much. I'm not. I feel terrible about what I've just done. I feel just terrible. All right. Now, if you haven't already left your mark, it's too late, man. You gotta not wait till the last second. You know, you gotta get with it because it's time. 6:02. My joint's almost finished, but it keeps going out. And I got leftover steak to go eat. That shit was good, let me tell you. So, what I'm getting at, that's my email, in case anybody ever wondered. There we go. Let's hop over to the GAW video. That's our GAW page. No duplicate users. One winner. 9 plus 1 is 10 if you're using old school math. Let's get some YouTube comments. We got 33 of them. This looks like a good number. Let's find a winner. Let's spin it. Annette and Ellen Jackson. I have a spot for gold. Yeah, baby. So yeah, you do. And now you have a bag of gold and some dirt. And good Lord. So, I hope this doesn't break you guys up because it's going to be a challenge. Are you guys here? Annette and Ellen? Or Al. It doesn't have to be both of you. One of you. Hang around to the end. You know, did they say they were leaving? So here's how the winnings work, if y'all aren't already aware. I'll announce you. And I usually don't make people have to be here. Oh, there he is. Annette and Alan Jackson. Don't give me your address here because then people are going to send you really mean jokes and shit. You can't trust the internet, man. People like me are on the internet. But what I would like for you to do, send me your email. Oh, send me your address via email, because I'm not going to go back through chat here. Thank you, thank you. You know, you got to be careful doing shit like that. You'll get like people buying stuff, sending it to your doorstep, like unpackaged sex toys. Be like, don't wrap that up, just leave it on the porch. And then your neighbors will be like, whoa, who knew? Or you just get free sex toys and you don't have to pay, because that shit gets expensive too, you know. I don't know if you know, but if you've ever priced them out, they're pretty expensive. For some fucking silicone. But send me your address. I do see that you are in BC. I'll, for the sloppy seconds, usually if you're international, I do ask that you kick in a little bit extra for the shipping. But BC is usually not too much more expensive, if at all, anyway. But I'll let you know. I'll let you know one way or the other, and then we'll figure it out. But yeah, email me all that to TMI. I didn't say I'm buying anything. I'm just saying, you know, things are expensive, and then people could be sending stuff to you, and they're either doing you a favor or maybe not. I don't know. I leave these things for you to decide for yourself. I just present you the information. What you do with that information is completely up to you. Just like my reviews. I'm just here as a portal of knowledge. Pricing and now, I mean, you know, find out how much things cost when you're playing pranks on people, you know. I'm just saying. Remember, I'm the one who had the idea, or warned of the idea, so who's to say I haven't mailed stuff to people to make them embarrassed? Evil bastard. I jest. I've never shipped any adult items to other people unpackaged as a means to humiliate them. That's not something I've done or condone doing. But yeah, there you go. There you go. We'll leave it at that. You, again, take this information and do with that. I got a lot of knowledge, man. You ask me about anything, and if I don't know, I'll say a bunch of bullshit that sounds good, and a lot of the time, it winds up being how it goes. So I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I don't know where it comes from, man. It's just there, like Solomon shit. Oh, yeah, just the tip. Just the tip. They say the tip is the worst part. All right. You guys we've gone way off base. I'm sure somebody here is offended. Sorry. I don't know. If this is your first show and I've offended you, I apologize. If this is not your first show here, then you shouldn't be surprised, because it's a weekday. Too much fun, absolutely. All right. On that note, this is where I check out, because remember I was telling you guys about that delicious steak. I'm going to go eat some. Y'all give me your address. Chris, I got your address. I just need money from you. You have the address to send that to me. Otherwise, yeah. I hope everybody has a great week. Next weekend should be a long one for most, so if you have a chance to, get out there and dig some holes. Heavy pans to you if you do. And if you're just now realizing that next weekend is a holiday weekend, figure it out. Get your pan. Go do the thing. Get some gold. Or order some pay dirt. I don't know. Do what you do. But don't forget to come back next week. And we'll do it again here in this shed. Dig Daddy. That's me. Signing out. If I don't see you out of the rivers, I'll catch you in the backyard. Y'all have a great week. Peace.